In December of 1900, a supply ship approached a small, isolated island off the northwest coast of Scotland. The sea was unsettled but manageable. The sky hung low and grey. As the vessel drew nearer, the crew noticed something unusual. No signal flags flew from the lighthouse. No figures waited at the landing. The light itself had been dark for days. 3 men were assigned to that station. All 3 had vanished. The island was part of the Flannan Isles, a cluster of steep, uninhabited rocks rising from the Atlantic. There were no permanent residents, no farms, no safe harbor, only seabirds, wind, and the lighthouse built to guide passing ships through dangerous waters. The structure had been completed just a year earlier. It stood solid and white against the cliffs, visible for miles in clear weather. 3 keepers staffed the station at any time. Their work was routine but relentless. The lamp had to be maintained constantly. Weather observations were recorded. Equipment was checked and rechecked. Life there was quiet, repetitive, and intensely isolated. In early December, passing ships reported heavy storms in the region. Waves broke high against the rocks. Winds howled through the tower's ironwork. Yet the lighthouse should have remained operational. It had been designed for such conditions. When the relief vessel arrived on December 26th, no one came down to meet it. This was irregular but not immediately alarming. One of the sailors climbed the steep path alone. He later described the ascent as strangely silent. No gulls cried overhead. No smoke rose from the chimney. At the top, he found the door closed, unlocked. Inside, the rooms were orderly. Beds were unmade as though the day had begun normally. The kitchen table held cold remains of a meal. A chair lay overturned on the floor. Clocks had stopped. 2 sets of oilskins were missing from their hooks. The third remained in place. This detail unsettled investigators later. No keeper would willingly go outside during severe weather without protective clothing. Yet one man appeared to have done exactly that. The lamp itself had been cleaned and refilled, ready for lighting. Everything suggested routine work interrupted. Searches of the island revealed no bodies, no signs of struggle, no obvious accident. Just the relentless drop of cliff into sea below. The official inquiry examined the logbook. Entries described severe winds earlier in the month, winds so strong they were said to have driven one keeper to tears. Another entry noted that the storm was the worst ever seen. Yet meteorological records from the mainland showed no storm of unusual severity on those dates. By December 15th, the entries ended. Nothing more was written. Investigators considered the geography of the island. The western landing platform sat low against the sea, connected by a crane used for lifting supplies. During extreme weather, waves could sweep across it without warning. Evidence there suggested recent damage. Railings were bent. A storage box had been displaced. It was proposed that one keeper went down to secure equipment. Another followed to assist. The third, seeing danger, rushed out as well, perhaps without time to put on his oilskins. A single wave, large enough and timed precisely, could have swept all 3 into the water. In such seas, survival would have been impossible. This explanation satisfied the inquiry. Yet uncertainties remained. Why were 2 men already outside during conditions dangerous enough to require caution? Why had no distress signal been raised? Why was the interior left in a state suggesting sudden interruption? And why did the island feel, to those who searched it, not chaotic but abandoned? Over time, speculation grew. Stories spoke of supernatural forces, sea creatures, or mysterious ships passing unseen. But the official records are quieter. They describe missing men, damaged equipment, an island exposed to immense natural power. The lighthouse resumed operations soon after. New keepers arrived. The lamp shone again across the dark water, steady and indifferent. Yet many who served there afterward reported unease. The island felt oppressive. Sounds carried strangely in the wind. The knowledge of what had happened, or might have happened, lingered. Eventually, the station was automated. No one lives there now. The tower still stands, but it no longer requires human presence. Perhaps that is fitting. The Flannan Isles remain largely as they were, bare rock, salt spray, and sky. Seabirds nest where men once walked. The sea continues its endless motion against the cliffs. No memorial marks the place where the keepers disappeared. Their names are recorded in archives, in shipping reports, in official correspondence. But the island itself keeps no record. It offers no explanation. On clear nights, the lighthouse can still be seen from afar, though its light is now automatic, steady, mechanical, without fatigue or fear. It does not wonder what happened before. It does not remember the overturned chair, the unfinished meal, the missing coats. It simply shines. And below it, the Atlantic moves as it always has, vast and patient. If the three keepers were taken by the sea, it left nothing behind. No wreckage, no trace, only absence. In places like that, disappearance does not feel dramatic. It feels quiet. A door left unlocked. A table set for people who will not return. A light that goes out, unnoticed at first, until ships begin to ask why. Then even the questions fade. The island remains. The tower remains. The wind passes through the grass exactly as it did before. And whatever happened on that December day has long since been carried away, dissolved into water and time. Not solved, not proven, simply gone.